You know how I go. Give me a bit to, yeah, let me see. Okay. Give me a bit to work on the audio balancing as best as I can. Alright, and testing microphone volume. Microphone's been a little finicky lately. Oh, microphone wants to be very quiet. Okay. Let's try not competing with the rain and Oxenfree as much. As it's still audible. It's quite soft, I will say that. Maybe there. And testing at that level now. Wow, I sound sleepy, don't I? I always sound sleepy. What about there? Is that too much? Or is that good? Right now it's just rain sounds, there's no music. Or there is music, but it's really, really quiet. It's a very long mix, so it'll take a little bit for the music to come back. But that's okay for now. That's good enough for now. Alright. Still figuring stuff out bit by bit. And let's do the thing. This is still really cool though. I like the layout even if I just end up using like these two scenes because it's really cool to see the little transition. You ready? Are you ready? Let's step inside. How cool is that? I don't know. I think it's the coolest thing. I think it's super cool. Let's see. Do I have any housekeeping stuff before I get going? Still messing with my webcam on Streamlabs. It's been a little bit to figure out. Color correction I can't really get to work yet. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Except I'm still figuring it out and I'll do my best. That's good enough. Quick shout out to Grizhoot and Jamie Does Things. Thank you for following in between the last streams. And thank you all for your patience as I skipped this weekend. Spent it with friends. So that's always good. But really excited to get back into painting because I need the mental distraction for sure. So today we're gonna get back into working on the background. Last time we focused a lot on the background and the kind of upper section up here, and you'll see we did a whole lot of pretty foliage. Isn't that cool? Okay, good look at that. Quite happy with how it turned out. So we're going to continue that within the section downward. We're gonna see how it goes, especially now that I kind of have a feel of how to get to here a little bit quicker. And then we're gonna see if maybe we can just finish off the rest of the background. Let's see how far we can get. It's nice to have you here, nice to have you back. I have some commands now. They're up on the thing. And I put my streamer info back up, so the ads are going. I guess they'll be there. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Can always talk about it in a bit, just in case. Today I have a tea blend of, what is this one? It's called berry juice, but I already forget what was in it. But I mixed up a blend that had some chicory, some orange peel, some cinnamon, some berry something, I forget what, with some oatmeal and extra cinnamon. Just felt like a lot of cinnamon today. Sometimes you just put a whole bunch of stuff together in the pot and you let it go. Pour yourself a cup, get cozy. If you are a follower of the channel, you can share the same cup as me. There you go. Don't worry, my paint water is up here in a very different looking mug, which will hopefully help me not get confused, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And for anybody that missed him, here's my son. My good frog son. Finishing up the last touches of him will be the very last thing that we do, but he's like 90% there. He just needs a little bit more love. But we'll get there. For today, background. More foliage. And I would say hopefully the last time, but I don't know, I kind of dig doing the foliage. It's nice. My voice sounds a little wrecked. I'm just stressed. But I really, with the kind of stress I'm dealing with right now, which is related to my school, not schoolwork, just the school. I won't get into it, but I just really want to push myself to do the things that I love. Because it's always during these times when I'm the most stressed that I just kind of climb into a cave and hide a little bit, and I don't know. I just don't want to do that. Well, how bad did I fuck up the camera there? Hold on. Okay, not too bad. Okay. I got too many things next to my chair. Free me. Alright, that should help. Welcome, welcome, come on in. I'm just getting started. Get cozy. Get yourself a drink. Yeah. It felt important to paint today. Because a lot of times when I'm stressed, I just go into hibernation mode outside of getting done the things that I need to get done. And like, that's all well and good. There's a time and a place for that for sure, but I was like, well, what if I just do some art, hang out online for a while, and have a much more fun time than just hiding in my little nest until work tomorrow. And honestly, I'm already feeling kind of better just being up and going and starting to get paint on the palette. So, yeah. It's important to be gentle with yourself, but it's also important to get to know yourself enough to know when are the times to push and how to push. That'll help you out. So, whoever can make it here tonight, I'm glad to see you. And thank you for helping me make a space for myself. I really appreciate it. And yeah. Also, did you know that there are, I kind of thought for a bit, like, you know what I'm feeling like? I really want some oxen-free and rain sounds. Surely I will have to mix that myself or, like, run two audios at once. Nah. Multiple people are already doing it on YouTube. During the break, I'll link this specific mix in the chat. But I was very pleased to see that people did the work for me already of mixing two great tastes together. I was like, oh, hell yeah. This one on there. I thought I had some phthalo on here. That is phthalo, isn't it? Yeah, it was just very bubbly. Alright. My only worry about the current cam setup is that it might be a little dark. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. See how it goes. I'll try it out. But I'm also thinking it might become naturally easier to see and naturally like better light balance once the sun sets, which will be like halfway through the stream. We'll start getting that lower light in like an hour or so. So I'm like, do I want to mess with the light a whole bunch right now? Hello, Evie. Hello, hello. It is good to see you. Now, Evie, you're gonna have to hold me to task. This is my tea, right? Right? Not to be confused with my paint water. I'm trusting you, Evie. I'm trusting you with this sacred task of keeping me from drinking my paint water. You can handle that, right? You are in a great position to be able to do that, right? Nothing interfering with you stopping me from doing one or the other in a timely manner. And certainly no webcam plus internet delays. That would be ridiculous. Well, it's okay. If I, I'll slap it out. Oh, good. I'm glad you'll slap it out of my hand. Automod hated that you were going to slap it out of my hand, but I'm glad you'll slap it out of my hand. It's really fun. Forgot what it said. I think it said that it was a hostile message or something like that. And I was like, oh my god. I mean, I guess out of context, but yeah. Did you see the big froggus? Oh, you've seen him on Discord. Here's my son. He's not quite done yet. The finishing touches of my son will be the last part of the painting. Save a treat for last. I know. He was supposed to be so big and scary, and then he just ended up being my son. I feel like this always happens to me. I set out to make a big scary monster and I'm just like, oh no, but I love them. I can't. He is! Yeah, he just wants to schnorf. He just wants to snorf your face. How can he be big and scary when he just wants to snorf your face? Will he maybe eat your face afterwards? I don't know. But you know, like, he's a growing boy. He needs food. Will you really deny him food? Just because the food is attached to your face? That's so selfish. That's so selfish. Hope you're doing alright today, Evie. I've been fighting with my school again. But I won't let them win. No, Evie, your art is so cool though. Are you in a block with, like, in just in general, or in one of your animations that you've been doing? Because I think you've been working on another one, if I remember right. He's a little shot right now, though. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. I will be excited to see your art again when you get out of the block. Because you have a very cool way of interpreting the world around you. And your color palettes are so good. I love super intense, saturated color palettes, if you can't tell. But yeah, I always like seeing the color palettes you use. It gives me ideas, like... Maybe I can make this guy, like, more pink. I think he's, like, off camera. This guy in the corner up here, maybe I can make him pink instead of orange. One, because there's already a big orange guy. And two, like, I can make it pink in honor of your color palettes. Look at the last animation you did. Well, I guess the last two, because there's, like... There was the music video one that was super cool. And then I really liked the time... Oh my god, I'm gonna misquote it. The time dimension one, where it's like quoting the one guy about going into time. And that one has some really cool palettes too. So with your permission, I will gladly steal one of those palettes for the little guy in the corner. Yee. He goes to the future, that's it, yeah. It's like just the right amount of sound, warbliness. Feel free to link your YouTube channel in the chat if you would like to, no pressure. But for anyone who doesn't follow Evie's cool animations on YouTube, like, you really should. They're sick. They're sick and they're good. And they're cool. And for anybody that might be worried about my arm resting on this, this is all acrylic paint, so like... And I spend about a week between painting sessions, so this is all bone dry. It's safe from my arm. Just coasting on it. There's not really another way for me to sit where I can kind of like comfortably deal with this kind of skateboard shaped canvas and still keep like decent posture. Okay. I miss playing Oxenfree. And I haven't played the second one yet, either. I really want to. Someday. I will. Ooh! Sorry about that. Should get some kind of like command or counter in chat. For whenever I bump the camera rig. Just so people can keep tallying. Also, if you hear me laughing every time I refer to it as a camera rig, it's because I am. Because my camera rig is a floor lamp that has a really bendy neck to it. I can't show you because the camera's on it. It has a really bendy neck that I can kind of like manipulate a little bit. And I put together a mounting board for an old webcam that I had. The only detachable one I had. Out of cardboard. And just kind of like, it's like a cardboard spacer for some kind of tech thing. So, kind of just like was able to use some of the cuts that were already in that to make it basically a very, I don't know, Boy Scout style, use what you got camera mount. And then I have a giant thick Velcro block that's kind of keeping it on the actual light piece. And then a headband keeping the whole thing together, because otherwise some of you got to see in some of the earlier streams from I think even up to last month, without the headband sometimes the camera just decides to fall right off of where I have it mounted and onto the table. Oops-a-daisy. But with the headband, it can't do that anymore. Unless it somehow manages to escape the mounting plate that I have it on, but I don't think that's possible. I guess time will tell. But yeah, that's my elaborate streaming equipment. Old poker table and an old floor lamp that I wasn't using anymore. What I was hoping for a while too was that I could have the floor lamp plugged in and then use the light behind it to be like some bounce light. But unfortunately, I would have to rearrange a lot of the cables in my current space to make that happen, and I don't want to do that. So I get a little bit more mobility by sacrificing the lighting feature. I've got a big giant floor lamp that you can kind of see the base of over there anyways, so there's other light. ads again. Didn't they just happen? Oh, half an hour one. Alright. For anyone about to get stuck in ad hell, I will see you on the other side of it. Did people go to ads? Did it not do? I never know what it's doing with that. The alerts that gives me are so confusing. I was so optimistic at first too, of like, oh great, I can know exactly when people go to ads and like be conscious of that and take little breaks as people go to ads and stuff like that. And no, I have no idea. I have like a rough idea of when people might be in ads, but it's a guess. It's a guess. I know people have good little bots and things like that that will do a good job of alerting them. I just will add it to the list of things to implement. There's a lot of things I need to implement. For folks that were here for the last stream, I still have it on my to-do list to implement BTTV. I just ran out of time and spoons by the time that we got to tonight. And that goes with a lot of things. That's okay. I've been trying to prioritize really learning, like, okay, I know there are all the things that I want to do, and all the things that I can push myself to do in a day, but like, what can I do in a week if I'm pacing myself to then do another week of stuff? Not sure if that was descriptive enough. That might have been a little vague, but you know what I mean? Like, trying to really get a good, accurate estimate of what I can do in a week. With the goal being not just like, what can I do in a week period, but what can I do in a week to where the next week I don't feel burnt out from the week prior. And that is a lot easier said than done. And some of it is like kind of building stamina, you know? Like, I just need to kind of build some stamina up that I lost over the years due to some various health things. And some of it is accepting that I'm older now. And there's things I need to do to take better care of myself. So, I'm doing my best to stay curious and be open and be kind to whatever I discover as I try different things out and really take stock of what works and what doesn't. Oh, now you're on ads. Okay. Well. Also, thank you to everyone that has been giving cool ideas. Okay. For redeems and emotes and all that good stuff. And stuff to just implement too. Me not doing it yet isn't me not wanting to do the idea. I just really do have to put the stream at like 5th priority, unfortunately. Streaming is a fun treat. But I have a lot of other things I have to do before I can do the fun treat of streaming. And that's been the thing that I've been like practicing patience with as well, because I could imagine a younger me just going full hog and deploying like all-nighters and giant focus sessions of like working on stuff for stream and stuff like that, and then just being completely burnt out and not being able to take care of other stuff, and then not being able to stream because I have to just spend my free time catching up on other stuff. But I'm hopefully wiser now. We'll see. And yeah, just trying to do things in a way where I know I'll be able to keep doing them and not have to accidentally shut myself out of doing stuff that makes me happy. Evie, did you? I don't have links blocked. Don't tell the bots. Don't tell the bots. If you wanna link it in here, feel free to. So I wanna see. But no pressure. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to share it. I realized like halfway through saying that because I was so excited. I was like, oh, Eevee art. But then I was like, wait, what if the comic is like really personal? And I'm putting you on the spot. But you're savvy enough to tell me like, ah, no, I wouldn't share it. If it was something like that. I need to trust you can take care of yourself. Ah. Phone keeps going off, and I really should have put it on silent. But if I put it on silent, how will I be stressed about my notifications this whole entire time? I'm glad you could get over the art block. Whomst is blowing up my phone. Whomst. Oh shit, okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. Whoops. I'm doing a panel for my younger peers in the law school this Friday, and they're just messaging me about that. Rightfully messaging me about like, hey, have you thought about the Q&A at all? And I'm like, no. Not really. I'll do it tomorrow. Let's see, if I wear this disguise, the king, the King Lear will no longer recognize me as his former beloved advisor. Gods, tell me the name of this stranger, but who is this? Who is this man? Hello? But I haven't put on the disguise yet! Amy, that's really good. I love it. Who is this strange man I have never seen before? It's like, but... That's very Pagolici vibes. Oh, it's okay. I have an obsession with no, not Macbeth, sorry. Hamlet. No, I actually don't like Macbeth that much. It's fine. It's fine. It's alright. Hamlet, though. Love to hate everyone in that play except for Ophelia. Wait, no, there was like... Oh, Rosencrantz and Gilded Sword are alright, too. You can't hate them. You can't hate them. That's just mean. I didn't mean to accidentally include them into the love to hate column. They're just loved. Hamlet, or as I like to call it, Ophelia's no good, very bad. Very terrible day. Amy! Hello! That's a good for Shakespeare. Ugh, I used to carry a copy of Hamlet around with me in my backpack. Because of course. Like, that was the kind of kiddo I was like teenage me carrying around a beat up copy of Hamlet. I'll admit it. I was a baby goth. I have feelings and emotions. Yeah, I think Macbeth was the first one they taught to us in school. I moved around a lot, so it varied, but I think Macbeth was like the first one that they mostly like. No, they taught Romeo and Juliet at first. I was very much into reading since I was teeny, so I read Hamlet on my own when I was 10. It wasn't my first one. I think my first Shakespeare play, if I remember correctly, was Midsummer Night's Dream, and I read that around like 8 or 9, somewhere in there. And then I read Hamlet around 10. Yeah, because why not? Tempest is also very good. Midsummer Night's Dream it's a time. It's a time. There's like parts of Midsummer Night's Dream that I really love, but like I hate the main 4 characters. Like just chunk out everything with the main 4 characters. Like I can't even remember their names. I don't care about them. I just want to see the adventures of the king and queen of the fairies with this weird twink that wears a donkey's head. Just have the play be that. Why couldn't the play just be all that? Why did it have to have like the teenagers that just sucked and nobody remembers anyways? The love potion stuff is so stupid, it's true. Oh my god, allow automod. I'm gonna have to go in and manually add like twink in every variant of, because I'm like, no. They're not going. Automod was worried that you were bullying me, Evie. School for a writing degree. Oh, you had to do so much Shakespeare. No. Oh, Amy. Yeah, a lot of them just aren't that great. Like, they're fine. They're fine. I appreciate Romeo and Juliet more now. And not for the love story. The love story is stupid. It always has been. But what I really actually like about Romeo and Juliet is, whatchamacallit, everybody else. Like, everybody else in that... I lost a viewer. Sorry, I don't mind, like, viewer numbers, but it's there, like, as I see my little stream preview, and it's the funniest thing to me to lose viewers over my book takes. It always happens when I rant about books. It's just really funny to me. What was I saying? Right, everything else about Romeo and Juliet is kind of really interesting and good, even. There's some really cool moments with all the characters that aren't Romeo or Juliet. Kurosawa's adaptations of Shakespeare. I don't know if I've seen Kurosawa's adaptations of Shakespeare. I think I might have not have known that was a thing, and I feel like a fool, a foolish fool who foolishly fools. I'm gonna have to look that up because I really want to see how Kurosawa adapts those, actually. Oh yeah, and the easiest way to get me to sign on to a story or a movie or a book or anything, just tell me it's an adaptation of Hamlet, and I'm gonna be like just running out the gate to read it immediately, or to watch it, or to do anything with it. Like, it just... I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless that way. I'm hopeless that way. But I've already seen the best Hamlet stage adaptation. And that was a short run that happened at the Public Theater several years ago. I think it's near a decade now, where Oscar Isaac was playing Hamlet. And he did all right. He did good. What's the guy's name? Oh my gosh, I always forget his name. Key from Key and Peele. That guy. He was half of the cast. Which was an interesting choice, but he did it really well. That, or I knew Hamlet so well that I knew exactly who he was at any given time. But I want to give him the credit of that. He just did it really, really well. He was like half of the cast, and there were other people there too. And it was like semi-modern day-ish kind of take. I think Oscar did some really nice, beautiful reads, but had just kind of like weird stage direction overall. But he was in his tidy whities for like most of the performance, and it was a very small black box theater, so I was just like, you know, less than 20 feet away from Oscar Isaac's butt for like 3 hours, and hey, can't complain. Am asexual, but do appreciate a fine booty attached to a very talented man. Let me see. Yeah, Kurosawa the goat. Let me see. Ran is King Lear, and there's a Ooh, okay, I kind of want to see his Macbeth. I did not know that about Ran. Okay. That is really cool. Look at the Tukus. Okay, and one of my favorite monologues that Hamlet does, there's like a part in it, I can't quote it directly. Also, like, I would be embarrassed to read Shakespeare, which means I have to make myself read Shakespeare at some point to get over that, but not now. But there's a part where he talks about, like, angels, and as he was saying it, and saying the word angel, he, like, locked eyes with me in the audience, and obviously, like, he's just locking eyes with anybody in the audience for dramatic effect. So I was just very lucky to be like right in the eye line of where he decided to do his eye lock, and I like almost died. I almost died because he did a really great job with that one monologue, and I was very flustered. I was already kind of flustered because I did not expect him to be in his tidy whities the whole entire time. And felt somewhat embarrassed about accidentally checking out his ass constantly when I was just trying to enjoy Hamlet. I'm like, oh, like mentally apologizing, even though I'm like, no, I'm sure he's fine. Like, I'm sure he's okay. And what's it called? And then, yeah, like, seeing him, like, lock eyes with me and say that word, I was just like, oh god. Oh god. These are too many things I was not expecting to endure tonight. Oscar Isaac. Shout out to Oscar Isaac. This Oscar Isaac stream, can I shout out? Don Quixote is very good. Oh, Throne of Blood. Mifune. Ooh, that's tempting. I should treat myself to some Kurosawa soon. Why not? Oh, okay. I thought there was more justified guilt tripping about not checking out the Q&A for the panel that I'm helping out. I appreciate how organized people are for this, but also I'm just like, y'all know I'm just gonna improvise once I'm there. I've been in law school for too long to not just be able to like recite from heart everything to think about. What to tell new kids in order for them to feel less terrified about it all. So I don't like terrifying the new kids. That's mean. I'm like trying to encourage them. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard at first. There's gonna be all these things that you kind of have to get used to, but you will. You will, and then you're gonna do great. And the sooner that you relax and let yourself kind of just enjoy the ride, the sooner you can have some fun with it. Or hate it utterly, but hate it utterly in a way where you're in control of the experience. And you're not hating it utterly because it's in control of you. Which is also valid. Maybe kind of more accurate to where I'm at with law school. That's such a good thing to do for your birthday. I want to see a performance of King Lear. I feel like I would really like seeing King Lear performed. Sorry, I keep laughing. I keep reading the line, "Look us at the tookus," and laughing. I took a look at his tookus. I'm still kind of bummed out because I saw an article from the Nerdist today. Very well done article. The article is not what bummed me out. It was just, I somehow just did not realize, this is about the movie Alien Romulus, did not realize that William Holt, the guy who plays Rook, the synthetic, in the movies, in like all of the movies, right, had passed away in 2020. So felt bad about that, but also felt really weird because he features prominently in the movie. Like, it's mostly, I don't know. I read the director's justification for it, and it was like, I agreed very much with the writer, and I'm glad he let loose of just saying, like, yeah, that, like, this is what they said about it, but it's kind of bullshit. Like, that's not cool. That they couldn't just, like, let that actor go, or, like, that they regulate that character to being somehow, like, separate from the actor. Like, that character is a character that we all know and love because of his rendition of it, and I completely agree with that. He made that character incredible and haunting and like defined, you know, generations of like robotic horror and sci-fi horror that comes with, you know, even looking at the thought of like androids and how they interact with people, or robots and how they interact with people. And so, yeah, like, man, the more time that passes from seeing Romulus, the more that I'm like, there's a lot of stuff in there that was just really, really unfortunate. And it's a bummer because I was so hyped about that movie when I first saw it. And then it just, like, the more that got to sink in, the more that I was like, And I think it's especially feeling that way because there were some things about that movie that they did so well. So if it was just like a mediocre movie throughout, then it would, my expectations would be lower. But there were some things that they just did so well. And that reminded me of the feelings that finally seeing the first Aliens gave me. That I'm just really bummed out to have all of these things come up now that are like, it's not the fault of like the things or the thoughts or anything like that, but I'm just really bummed out that there was so much in the movie to feel like kind of like about after, I'm trying to stay completely spoiler free for anyone that still wants to see it. I think it's worth seeing if you really liked Alien. If you really liked Alien, if you've had any investment in the franchise, it's worth seeing. It accidentally says a lot more about our current day and age than I think it knowingly knows that it's doing. And I think the biggest example of that, and the best write-up again, Nerdist, I think it went up today, so it's probably like at the front of their media section. Highly recommend it. Hands full of paint, otherwise I would pull up the URL. Yeah, is that discussion of like, was it really okay to keep using Rook? When he's been, like, he's dead. Like, we need to move on and, not forget, like, the incredible contributions of this actor, but, like, also not resurrect him without his consent or will, just for the sake of having a character in a movie. Like, that's terrible. And no actor should have to fear that. So, yeah, I didn't know he was... And, I feel really stupid. Like, I probably should have known he was dead, or, like, maybe I heard it, but it didn't, like, register in my mind, or, like, I just didn't remember until I saw the article. I don't know. Like, I don't know how I just didn't know that he had passed. But yeah, he passed in 2020, and his character is very much in the movie, and is a major, important factor of a lot of the movie. So it's... feels bad, man. Feels bad. Feels bad. I lamented about it in another stream that I was watching while I was at work, and also browsing Twitter, like a very productive office person. To be fair, like, I do work very hard. I just sometimes need to give my mind, like, quick breaks. Because I do very mentally taxing and intensive work sometimes, especially when it comes to, like, translation or just, like, paperwork management for cases. So, like, I just need to have those quick hits of distraction. sometimes to not completely fry my brain before the day is over. But like my office knows I do that. Like everybody can see me doing that. Nobody cares. It's fine. Because I get my work done on time. And I take good care of my kids. So whatever I need to do that seems to not be of issue to anyone. Which is great. Yeah, it really does. And I mean, like, I know we knew that already, but it's always a bummer to see it illustrated so clearly in ways like that, you know? Where it's like, ah, did you really have to do that to Holt? It sucks. That does remind me, I should put something in the chat. Or like just have a link going somewhere or something. Just use whatever I can to just like help spread the word about the current Animation Guild stuff. I also just need to catch up on like what's happening there. But all support to the Animation Guild. Animators deserve so much better. If we're speaking of Hollywood fucking people over. Please help the Animation Guild get less fucked over. They are fighting hard for good reason. But yeah, support the Animation Guild. If you see anything pop up about them. They're fighting that good fight right now. I'm worried about them, but I have faith that they can put up a good fight and get some ground for themselves. actually drink some of my tea. That little sound effect that was there just now, that was my favorite sound effect in Oxenfree. That little, like, twinkling. Yeah, that one. There it is. Just love that noise. Stretching is important. We'll see how I feel, but today I might only go for 3 hours or a little over 3 instead of aiming for 4. Because this is very nice and it is relieving some of the stress I had earlier in the day. But I know that that stress is going to keep manifesting bodily for me. And it's still very early in the week, so I need to take care of myself, and even though I'm having fun, not push too hard in any single direction. So 3 hours feels like a fair compromise. Gives me plenty of time to paint, hang out, and then I'll find a nice place to drop you all off at. Once I'm done for the night. I really want to get that sound effect for like the stream. Oh, I've had so many ideas of stuff that I want to do for the stream. Bat had a wonderful idea that they DM'd to me on Discord. That I definitely want to do. Like, in general, I want to do emotes of the cats, of Prince and of Seatbelt, as the next emotes, and do a steaming cup of tea pretty soon too, because I think it would be really fun to work on the steam as like a little animation project, because those are the kind of shapes I like drawing, and I think teaching myself to animate an emote with that will be really enjoyable. But Bat had an idea to make an emote in several parts of Seatbelt where you can make her super, super long. And she is a very long girl. Some of you have seen many photos of Seatbelt being very, very, very long. But in particular, her arms are extremely long. She has very, very long arms, and she likes walking around on tiptoe. So she always looks like she has like a little bit of a ballet dancer's kind of stride as she walks around. And so instead of it just being like long in the body, I was like, oh, what I should do is just make an emote that has Seatbelt's very long noodle arms. One, because I don't think I've seen that as an emote around. I've seen plenty of long cats, but I don't think I've seen a noodle arm cat. And it would delight me to no end if people made little emote Seatbelts of infinitely long arms. I would be very happy to see that. Because her arms truly are a delight. A joy and a delight. So that's definitely on the queue. And I'd love to make a little PNG tuber someday, but that's pretty low in the list of stuff that I want to make. Because I think it could be fun. But I'm trying to brainstorm like how to be a PNG tuber while creatively incorporating being a hand tuber, because I like calling myself a hand tuber. And I think it's just very fun. It amuses me. So, trying to think of like what's a way to make a friendly but somewhat cursed PNG tuber that incorporates my hand somehow. You could draw a face on my hand. That would be so cute. Just like a little guy like going like, hello, and welcome to the stream. I feel like that has to be a variant that I do at some point. Whenever I end up drawing, like I need to make a variant. Maybe that could be a redeem someday. It's just like go full hand tuber, and it just is like has like the little like googly eyes. And it's just like, well, hello there. It's really nice to see you all again. I don't know why the PNG or the hand puppet would have to have a distorted voice like that, but in my mind that's the only way. There was a weeb in the walls! God damn it, I thought I put the traps down. Hi, weeb. Oh, that's true. You have the little guy. But you also have a cryptid, and you can't just, like, claim all cryptids either. I've been calling myself a cryptid for years. But I'm not a fuzzy cryptid like you. Your guy reminds me of a thing that I remember seeing as a kid, and I can't remember what it is, and it always bugs me. Like, not bugs me, but it always is, like, itching on my brain of, like, what is the thing that this reminds me? You're always here. It's not unsettling at all. Hope work is going well, though. Next time I'll set up better traps in the walls to flush you out of there. Is Bugs Bunny a cryptid? That's a good question. I don't know. I almost think he's more... He's almost more of like a trickster god figure, right? I have models for when I stream with... Oh, yeah, I've seen it once. We had the same exact hat. It's literally the same thing I just said. We were not allowed to be the same person. But no, it's true though. It's no, you. It's true though. I think he most fits the tropes of a trickster god figure, but especially like a minor god. So like one that is. I'm trying to think of different folklores, but I won't drop them because I'm like misremembering things about them, and I don't want to be. I don't want to mess up anybody's folklores. But there are various trickster gods that are not like major deities, so not like a Loki figure, but more of like what's the Renard the Fox maybe is kind of like a good example. I think that's like a UK folklore figure. Pretty sure it's Renard. Of like has deific powers but isn't like worshipped as a god by anyone. Is just really there to fuck around and find out, but the one finding out is going to be you. Toons are tricksters by nature. It's true. It is Reynard. Okay. Oh, Evie, you're in the area where Reynard would be, so you would know, yeah. But only in relation to the comedy of the scene. If it isn't funny, they aren't powerful. Exactly. Yeah, they have very set limitations to their powers and very strict confines to what they can do and where they can do it. Yeah, I was thinking of Coyote. I just didn't want to, like, say Coyote and then fuck it up, but now I feel better about it if somebody else is also saying Coyote. I was like, definitely Coyote, but do I remember enough about Coyote to say Coyote? But yeah, definitely Coyote. Yeah, and I do like that argument that mostly toons are of that nature, but I would say Bugs more than any of them, probably just because Bugs gets to do more than a lot of them. Okay, and hear me out on this. I'm not just trying to be funny. I think if there is any Odin-type figure within the Looney Tunes pantheon, it's Foghorn Leghorn. And I need you all to not react to that. I need you all to just, like, take that sentence and let it seep like a bag of tea for a minute. And you will know in your heart that I'm right. Non-European centric mythology class in college. Useful? No. Fascinating. Wildly so. I say, I say. Yes, the I say one. Yes, Evie, exactly. It is a lot of chew on nowhere. And weep. Welcome to just talking to me for more than an hour at any given time. These are the things anybody watching my stream are gonna have to get used to, is that sometimes I'm just gonna give you something to chew on for a while. Like a piece of old gum. Like Foghorn Leghorn is Odin. He's the most Odin of the characters. Instead of ravens, he has chickens. And like he is constantly tricking those around him and taking advantage of them. And making foolish and ambitious art. Like, yeah? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. You can't deny it. I'm right. I'm right. And you will never be able to unlearn this. What's the phrase? I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Told you. Told you. But remember, I said to let it steep like a bag of tea. You let it, you shotgunned it, and now you're paying the price of having this knowledge come in way too fast. Into your heart. Come to CatBaronCafe, where you will get haunted by something. You just will be surprised what it may be. It's like, jeez. I would not recommend making a bechamel sauce out of Foghorn Leghorn. It's too potent. That's too potent for this world. Evie, did you really? That's very different. Well, good. We have to have different opinions. Otherwise, this would not be an interesting conversation at all. Evie, link it. Link it in the chat. Unless you don't have it online, but that sounds sick as hell. For anyone who doesn't know, Evil Master Pig is a genius. And just has like the most cool ideas for art and animations ever. I love their art so much. Nice. I will watch it after stream. I think Foghorn Leghorn had a resurgence recently with like memes or something like that, because I saw a lot of people quoting him and I was just like, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, okay. That's still really cool though. Sylvester as Hella. Because he already has the color scheme. Oh, is that what it was? Okay. But then if Sylvester is Hela, and if in your thinking the chicken hawk is Loki, that would make Sylvester Loki, or the chicken hawk's child. Oh, I wonder if that does work. Maybe. That little kitten with the big eyes that the giant dog holds in his paw, I think is, oh my god, why am I forgetting his name? The pretty one. The pretty one that got, like, turned into a Jesus allegory for some reason. Oh my god. The one that got killed by mistletoe. Weeb! How could you say such a... No, there you go. There you go. The Looney Tunes are like Muppets, they're just actors in everything they do. A cat can have a bird trap. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I can't refute that. Looney. For bullying. I guess I thought you were calling me Looney. Auto. This is a very, like, factory fresh auto mod. Like, I really have not broken its spirit yet. I will, though. People have been coming in here and definitely trying, for sure. In good ways, in good ways. There's been no issues. I've been very happy with how friendly and funny everybody has been. The only things I've had to actually mod are just the streamer bots that come in selling views. And that's it. There's been no issues otherwise. Which is super different from when I first tried to stream 7 years ago. Very, very different experience right out the gate, for sure. It was a much more hostile place to stream back then. So I'm very glad it's kinder now. It's still very funny to see Automod just, like, lose. Automod hates the word twink, which is the funniest thing. Oh yeah, yeah. There wasn't really any mod tools at all back then. There's so much now. It's a lot better now. It doesn't mean that they don't have a lot of work to still do, but, like, it definitely has gotten better over time. Looks too... I don't like how that looks. Poor thing. One thing I love about the Looney Tunes genre of animation is how it's involved with highbrow surrealism. Oh yeah, same. I definitely blame Looney Tunes for my early and ardent appreciation and adoration for surrealism. Steph! Oh no, Steph! You came in. You came in just as the ad started. Oh no! Oh no! I don't know if you're in ad hell or not. Oh. No. Spill. Spilled. Spilled. Ads. Let me talk to people again. Okay. Steph, I'm so sorry you got stuck in ad hell as soon as you came in. Also, that's very cute to see Carter about to spill tea. Carter loves spilled tea. And tea spilling. Okay, here now. Hey, Steph! How are you? You do. Thank you. I'm hoping to finish off the background elements today to where I want them. I think I'm almost there. I also need to keep in mind too of like, yes, I'm painting for fun, but then also like I'm gonna put so many elements on top of this that like there's an amount of not going overboard I can do and save myself some painting from just getting covered up anyways. So I'm like doing the last bit of futzing before I start doing some fun eye work in a bit. Weeb, if you see me be so confused about when ads are, now you understand. I just don't know. I don't know what they are. I don't know when they are. I don't know why they are. I don't know what they are either. Like, I would love to say, like, hey, I will gladly take less money if you don't show military ads or Joe Rogan ads on my channel. And alas, I have no say. Papa Twitch have no mercy. He decides for me. Oh, and stuff. I saw somebody made a charm of a Bang Boo version of Lycon that I need to send you at some point whenever you're next streaming. Because if I try to find it on my laptop now and link it to you, I'm gonna just discombobulate myself and throw myself completely off track from painting. Yeah. Wait, maybe I can find it quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can see the name quickly, because I think I have it in a tab on my phone. Oh my god, please stop asking me about the pan. I'm sorry, I did look at the Google Doc. Okay. Wait, let me see. Okay. Where's this person's website? Let's see. It's so cute. It's so cute. Instagram was like, oh, we think you would like this art of this wolf being a little bunny. And I'm like, you have no idea. You have no idea how much I enjoy this art, actually. Like on Bang Boo. Wait, so if I randomly get Bop someday, it's because I was too sassy in my ad feedback report. Oh, is that a thing you can do? Oh, that's tempting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm broke as hell. Like, I need every penny that I can, honestly. So, not in a place where I can say no to ads unless they're, like, absolutely horrendous. If they get to a point of being, like, absolutely just offensive or, like, heartbreaking for people to watch, then, like, yeah, I will definitely shut them off. Or do what I can to shut them off. Yeah. Instagram hasn't... I don't know how Instagram caught on that I was thirsty for him, other than it listening to me. Because I haven't used Instagram to search for Lycon. I know, he can barely lift his leg. He's so chubby. He's just so round. He can't. He tried. He like, he can't even do the little butler arms behind the back thing because his little armies are too tiny. The Belle Bang Boo is so cute though. Like, I lost my mind seeing the little Belle one. She's so cute. She's so cute. The Billy is cute. All of these are very cute. The Honkai Star Rail ones are very cute too. Ugh, good art. Bella's the best one, yeah. Like, as much as I love Lycon from a design sense, like... You're right, it is a TNA pose. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah. Weeb is a cryptid of the people. This is true. With elbows for all. Just a little TNA pose, it's so good. Billy! Billy! It's so funny that, like, going from the trailers where I was like, wow, I am thirsting for this robot, to, like, actually seeing his story at launch where it's like, oh no, this robot is my son. I'm sorry I ever had a drop of thirst towards you, small robot. You are my son, and I will send you to school, and I will pay for your college. Oh, which pen? Let me see. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, you can, like, hear me live react to your art now. No. Steph, I think your art's real good. This is really good. That's gonna be such a badass pen. Yeah, he's like a middle school son. He's like right at the age where puberty is starting to kick in, and it's just a time for everybody. Oh, would it really? Yeah, weeb, isn't it sick? Oh, I love it. Stuff are always good. Wait, can I show off my Molotov cocktail? I don't think I have before.
I got a little one right there on my arm.
It's a little piece of flash from the same artist that did my Bone Club leg tattoo. Yeah, it's just a little guy. I got it at a wedding in LA. It's matching the flash of the bride and groom. They're two old friends of mine. Do it for the chaos. Weeb, you have a level of fuck around and find out that I aspire to. Like, people think I have no fucks to give, but it's like, have you ever met our Weeb there yet? I could get worse, and I'm trying. Yeah! Oh, I hope you're having fun designing it. I know you were working on a couple of things for your next con. I tried to induct more of my friends this weekend into ZZZ and it backfired, and they like counter tried to induct me into Final Fantasy 14. I think I already mentioned this on Weep stream, but like they like dangled like art of like the old men characters, and they're like, they're old, they're toxic as hell, and they're gay. Ale, ale, like just dangling in front of me. This old priest is totally a rat. They're not like a rat, but they're a rat. And then I'm like, oh, stop it. Stop. How much of a rat? Yes, good peens. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you want to go apeshit? Like, every single day, what's it called? Oh, I've definitely said it here before. Like, I talk quietly and carry a big stick, and the big stick is the times when I will ruthlessly rip you apart without raising my tone of voice once. And I save it for very special occasions and for people who really just had to have the fear of God inspired back into them. I save it for very special occasions. And they're some of my favorite occasions. Reverse note. What about a new addiction? They said, no, you. I tried to show him Buppy. I was like, look at this dog. Look at this really good dog that I hate with all my heart. Which they know means that I love him. The halo can be antique gold and Lycon can be silver. Oh my god, that sounds sick as hell. That sounds sick as hell. Yeah, look at this professionally submissive wolf man. I'm like, he's almost 7 feet tall. Look at him. And it's just like, no. I mean, they appreciated him, right? But yeah. The friends that I was with specifically are a little bit more of the twink variety of enjoyer. And I am definitely more of the old man yaoi type of enjoyer. But it's okay, we get along. Our Fujoshi kingdoms. have open lines of communication and trade with each other, and are allies in times of war. He's a whole head. I know. Trust me, I know. Give me a Dorito old man to break. Exactly, Steph, you get it. You get it, Steph. You get me. You understand. Yeah, they saw you lurking, Weeb, and they're all like, oh no, we're gonna make sure that you stay. And they put down a character that was basically a glue trap for you. Jane Doe is unfairly hot, though. It is ridiculous how hot they made that rat. The game is so biased for him. Like, the fact that there's other trust events for other characters that involve him getting closer to you as, like, the main meat of it. Wow, Weeb, you were swearing. How could you? How could you fucking swear like that? Oh my god. In the mean woman glue trap every fucking time. I actually do have studies in international law. And you know what? I confirm it. I gas. I know. I should ban Weeb like right here and now, but I'll let it slide this time. This time. I think I can confirm that Jane's hotness is in fact against the Geneva Convention. Okay. Can I move on to our... The palette looks very pretty today. I just want to take a moment to appreciate that before I ruin it with the stuff that I need to make creepy little background eyes. Oh, it's shiny. There you go. No? Alright, well, I tried. Do it. I got a trust event where Lycon actually... What? Oh my god, I need to pull this dog. I need to pull this stupid dog. I need him to ruin my life. Like, he's only minorly inconveniencing my life right now. I need him to absolutely destroy me. Did he bring it to you in this house? Bad time to drink tea. Oh, those are so valuable though. Like it wasn't just like a, oh, here's a key item that you'll never use but you can like look at in your inventory. It was actually something useful? What the hell? Yeah, no, this game is completely biased towards the dog and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, but Steph, but Anton said the same thing though. So I don't know about how good that line is when Anton said the same thing about you. They knew that dog would sell chromes. Did. I'm not usually into the, like, wolfmen either. I do like a butler. I like a butler. I like an anime butler. What they really need is to expand Victoria housekeeping and just put, like, a tall, giant bunny man in there that is, like, completely done with life and really upset at the world, and I will never be able to stop playing the game, basically. Anton is no. Wait, how do I ban someone? I just know. Weeb, don't go. To be fair, the way that Anton said it was very much like in a, oh, I knew this is why we were bros. We were fated to be bros. Okay, Anton flirts with his bro and it is a little problematic, but we love him anyways. Anton is too stupid to know what are okay boundaries to have when flirting, and also I'm dying seeing you two shout back and forth at each other. You are third wheeling. There's no one that could come between him and his bro. I have to say though that like the trust event where you have to interpret what he's saying about his bro to other people for him and basically just translate what Anton is saying did endear me to Anton quite a bit. Am I still really annoyed when I pull him? Yes, but do I like him better than I used to? Yeah. His trust events won me over a lot. He's Kuwabara. Like, he's Kuwabara. I can't hate him. Yeah, the talk with Enzo is hilarious. That's also very apt. Yes! Kuwabara, my son. My boy. I think Kuwabara actually is my favorite character from Yu Yu Hakusho, and I don't know how to feel about that. Though I have one friend who, like, swears that I'm Yusuke Urameshi coded, and I'm like, you're not wrong. She's like, Urameshi coded, but, like, less of a dumbass. I'm like, thank you. I disagree. I think I'm just as much of a dumbass, but thank you. God, weeb, so much swearing. God, you sorry. Yeah, he's 4. That's hateful, Automod. You don't let us swear, you don't let us talk about twinks. Like, what can we do to please you, Automod? Seriously. Maybe Automod is like, no, Ale likes old man yaoi, so like, twinks can't be something that they will allow within their chat. And it's like, no, I appreciate a twink, they're just not my cup of tea. I appreciate them, they're usually very funny and very bullyable. So they're okay. Well, I mean, Automod just knows that Steph is cooler. Or is afraid of Carter, which is like, you know, fair. Automod has seen enough Carter emotes to know that to not fuck with Steph. Fair, fair. really want to know when they're going to release that one fox lady, though. The one that was hunting the, Yeah, and it's like, it makes sense of, like, why they're so mad, right? Or, like, why they're kind of, like, so... like, it makes sense of, like, why Hiei is so upset. Because he's just being... he has to obey, like, these two 15-year-old kids. Who are just squishy little humans. And yet, he can't kill them. And he has to help them fight. And he might be becoming friends with them? Like, it's the worst time for Hiei. In my mind, I think Kurama just finds it funny enough to, like, tolerate. Yeah, the, like, really elite agents that were going after the giant beasties. Because that fox one was really cool. This game has turned me into a furry, and that's alright. Furries are cool. I was better at drawing Yusuke and Kurabara as the Rugrats and Hiei and Kurama as Tommy's grandparents. God, that's so accurate, though. Well, it's like even Koenma, too, right? Like, Koenma's ancient. He's getting bullied around by a middle schooler. And he's supposed to be like the Prince of Hell, and like, it's like, oh, well, sorry, dude. Yeah, they're gonna be... yeah, they're definitely gonna be like a much bigger event and a much bigger story beat. I can't figure out how to unlock, because I see it in the events that they have like the big hollow in that like really cool art style as one of the events, but it says like, oh, you have to do certain things to unlock it, and I don't know the names of any of those quests, so I don't know what to do to actually get it. I could look it up online, but I keep trying to, like, maybe I'll find it, or, like, maybe I'll figure it out, and I still haven't yet. Oh my god. I told you! Automod hates twinks! It's sad she's my one main team, I can't remember her name. No, I keep forgetting Kaku's name, too. There was a while where I kept calling her, like, Kosaku. Without realizing that I was completely fucking up the name. Because I just, like, convinced myself that that was her name. Any D&D party dynamic I'm in, because I like the weird old crusty characters, and the two other players in my group can't not play the 20-something-year-old half-elf twink. Oh, it might not be implemented yet. Okay. So they're just teasing it for now. That's fair. Yeah, she's so cocky. I was like, that's definitely it. Yeah, she says her name the most. She says it in her character screen. She says it in fighting. Like, she says it constantly, and yet I couldn't remember it. So I don't know, she's just some child. Like, what do you want from me? I'm distracted by the hot characters. I think Piper might be actually, like, fairly old, and I just don't know for sure. I really like Piper, though. She's fun. So cock. know why I can't remember her name. I don't know why. She's so cute and everything. I just can't... God, I can't remember it at all. I just don't care enough about her, I think. Yeah, I usually don't... No, I get that feeling, Weeb. I usually don't have a chance to say the names of these characters either. And so, like, saying them often now, I'm just like, oh. To be fair, it would be better off for everyone if we all collectively forgot that Applebee's existed. Nothing of value would be lost. I couldn't tell you the difference between the menu for that and the other one. What's it called? TGI Fridays. No one is missing out on Applebee's. I did, a couple years back, I did go to an Outback Steakhouse for the first time. I convinced a bunch of friends to go for a Friendsgiving because I was like, I've never had a blooming onion and I just desperately want one because it seems like it's magical and I just need to know. I need to know. And so I made a Friendsgiving event out of going to the Outback Steakhouse. Never been to a TGIF in the US. Steph, you're missing nothing. You really are missing nothing. They're terrible. They're really terrible. Outback Steakhouse at least has, like, kitschy themed items and, like, blooming onions, which I got to try. And it was so good we ordered a second one for the table. And it was really good. And that was good times. No, don't still be wet. I want to paint. Let me paint. Let me paint, damn you. Bruh. Oh. You went to TGIF in Taiwan? Why did you, of all the things you can, all the delicious things you can eat in Taiwan, why would you go to a TGIF? Steph, what happened? What happened? What happened? That's it. I remember having a decent... Yeah, Outback was alright. Oh, weave, absolutely. But one of them figured out how to deep fry an onion real good, and I love that shit. We were gonna make it a yearly tradition, but then literally the next year COVID happened, so womp womp. We might still do it, I don't know. I might just also host a Friendsgiving. Though it might be fun to go back. Bloomin' Onion Quest 2. Reunion tour of the questers for Bloomin' Onion. That's true. I will admit that, like, when I go traveling, I usually will try some of the chains outside of the US, especially if I see them, like, doing some kind of special meal or sandwich or something that, like, is just not in the US and, like, I know is never going to come to the US. Because I'll be curious, right? Like, of just like, oh, I wonder what it's like out here. So it was probably a pretty decent TGIF. Yeah, Okay, so I can fix it on OBS. Let me see if I can... I'm gonna try anymore. I'm gonna try again. Because it wouldn't let me fix it before, and I really hate it doing the constant autofocus thing, because I feel like it's kind of nauseating. I just don't... I might be just doing it wrong. Like, I keep hitting configure video, and then nothing comes up, and I'm not sure... Oh, motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Okay. I figured out the mystery. Because I was like, it keeps letting me click the button. What happened? One, I'm an idiot. Okay, now I can actually adjust colors and stuff like that again, too, which is cool. What do I... Oh, I should have taken a picture of what I usually do. Shit. Shit. Yeah. That. Yeah. Sure. Something like that. That looks okay. Okay, it shouldn't autofocus anymore. So I was pressing the correct button. It just kept popping up the... Yeah. Tech is a bane. It is. It's a bane and it's a mistake. We should have never have done it. What's it called? What was I about to say? Oh, burp. No, poop brain. No. No, it finally hit. Oh, it brought up the window prompt for the settings behind every single window I had open. And so, like, nowhere close to the prompts that I was actually looking at for Streamlabs, and would not bring it up on top of the stuff I was looking at where it would be useful. No, it just buried it under every single window that was on my desktop. So once I cleared out every single window, then it let me see the settings. Hooray. But I'm glad it won't do that anymore, because I hate when it does that. It makes me feel kind of queasy. Sorry. There's sawdust in the subway. Subway sandwiches. Yeah, it gets really upset about me painting. It's not made to be tracking painting at all. It is an old webcam that I had, like, in a box somewhere, but I'm like, this'll work. It's good enough to start with, right? Like, it's good enough to get most of the idea across, I think. Tech is a wild magic that obeys no one. Thanks for nothing, Bombbox. Because I kept clicking the button and I was just like, why is nothing showing up? Like, I was like, is it grayed out? And I'm like, no, it's letting me click it. No, it fucking hated me. That's what it was. It just absolutely hated me. Despised that I existed in the world and wanted me to suffer. Clearly. Streamlabs is like both super exciting to play around with and also really, really confusing a lot of times. Like, it's been fun, and I do like having an overlay that I can... There's more features to this overlay, I just haven't had the time to actually, like, implement them yet. But I do like it, and I like it better than just having the text boxes I used to have. And, like, it'll be fun to learn all of the tools and stuff like that, but just... Yeah, it's a lot to learn. There's so much to learn with streaming. There's so many extensions and things, and... Like, Ghost put up a link for how to set up the BTTV, and I want to do that, but I just, like, have not been able to figure it out yet. I think I just, like, literally have to click the things, and then it'll do it. So, I just have to do that. And because I want people to be able to use more emotes in here, for sure. For sure. Mix it up. Ooh. What is mix it up? Yeah. It decides it doesn't want to work randomly for me. That sounds like every extension for Twitch, from what I've heard and what I've seen. Takwai. I think that's my favorite of the Melvin emotes. Like, I love all the Melvin emotes, but I really love the oddly realistic, like, melted one a lot. It's so cute. Oh. Help with streaming. Uh-huh. That's cool. It is always a good time when the elevator shoves do work. It's such a satisfying sound effect. So, like, even when it gets spammed, I mean, hopefully this is your experience too, Steph, but, like, I enjoy when it gets spammed because I really like the sound effect of Adler shoving someone down an elevator shaft. Has that really nice, like, sharp instrumental sting. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm starting to wake up earlier, so I'll have time tomorrow morning to ignore my school for a while. And this isn't me ignoring homework or anything, by the way. I'm fighting with my school again. And it's a whole entire thing. And that's why I wanted to stream, because I just wanted to not think about it for a while. So I'm not going to think about it. School fucking sucks. I can't not recommend my school enough. Leave it to a law school to get into ambiguously gray areas about actually following disability accommodations. Woo. Except they shouldn't, because it's still hell of illegal. Yeah. No. The knife emojis is definitely how I feel about it. It's just... It's definitely crunch time for my school to kick me in the balls, like, as much as possible before they finally have to, like, just do the thing that they are legally required to do. They've done this before. Just hook my bot up to it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, good. I'm glad you love it. It's so good. I've told people about it before of like, there's like a streamer I watch has the best redeem ever, and it's just shoving someone down an elevator shaft. And I have one friend that's like a super huge Signalis fan, and I told her about it, and she was just like, oh my god, that's incredible. That is one of the best scenes. I'm like, I know, right? That's awesome. Yeah, I always wondered about that, because I always worry when something gets spammed of like, oh, I hope that the streamer is okay with us spamming this as much as we are. Yeah, no, so I've been spreading the gospel of Adler being a little shit that shoves people down elevators, and that also deserves to be shoved down an elevator. I used to throw chat into emo only whenever someone did the best mug command. Oh, you changed it? Oh yeah, I think you were mentioning that. I maybe fell asleep during your stream the other night. To be fair, it was like 3 in the morning. But I did say, like, I was in bed and, like, just semi not asleep. I fall asleep to streams a lot. If you ever see me suddenly disappear from chatting in Steph's stream, it's like a 99% chance I just fell asleep. I have the weird sleep stuff, and so, like, sometimes I just have to let sleep come whenever it comes. So I'll, like, be resting and everything like that, but, like, whenever sleep hits is a surprise to everyone, including myself. Oh, if you got to bed to 3 a.m. your time, I was definitely asleep by then. I just remember waking up and there was no stream, I think. I don't know, so either you didn't raid out or whoever you raided into didn't raid out. But I didn't get woken up by being in a random place this time. Which I don't mind. I don't mind when people do that, because if I did mind, then I would just have to not fall asleep to streams. I always think it's funny when I wake up and I'm like, oh. Then the most startling one was once waking up to the Muscle Girl bar in Tokyo. So that was a very loud way to just suddenly wake up. Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah. No, I wasn't. Okay, I think I did wake up to that. But she was just very chill. Oh, hey, Prince. Yeah, that bar is very good. It was just a very startling thing to suddenly wake up to. Prince. I don't know if y'all can see Prince. Prince, come here. She came by to give me little headbutts. Prince. She's like reminding me she's still here. Oh. Is there still music? Okay, there should be. It's just in a spot with rain. Prince. No, I'll have a Prince emote at some point, hopefully soon. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping people can do with my stream too. I just think I'm too early for a lot of folks. Though I do get people watching from across the globe, which is cool. Sometimes. Sometimes. Prince. Oh, there she be. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah. Baby. Oh, don't pick up the paint. Don't pick up the paint. Here. There you go. No, that's tea. There you go. Oh, that's, I did not think that through. Okay, good. It was dry. It was dry. Good news, the part she stepped on was dry. There she go. I'm so used to just like, she either hops up on top of anything I'm working on or like I will because she will. And I just didn't think about it. It's the poop brain. It's striking. RIP any sleepers in my streams. You're not loud. I mean, you're enthusiastic. You're funny. But I don't know, you have like a very, like... Your voice is chill. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's chill. It's chill and it's mellow. No paw prints. Yeah, and I don't see any paw prints on my table, so it definitely was dry. Yeah, you're not loud, Weeb. Sorry. Sorry, Weeb, you're a delight. But yeah, I was able to fall asleep pretty easily. When I could stop laughing, everybody was being really funny in the chat, too. Hi, what is it, baby? You just want attention? Hi. You could stay on the cushions. Yeah. What is it, sweetheart? Darling, what's up? You okay? That's the light. Here, you want to smell my brush? This one's clean. I haven't painted with it yet. Want me to paint your nose? No, I'm just gonna sniff the paint. Okay. 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 I can fix that. Yeah, we're trying to compliment you. We're trying to compliment you. Like, absolutely not. How dare you? How dare you offend in this way? I'll die before I accept a compliment. then perish. No. Steph, you have full rights to. With my blessing and my permission. You can call anyone you want in here a twink or a bitch. Yeah, you do. Your cryptid would be very good at looming over people. Oh, Weeb, you should show... Bitch affection. Wait, let me see if it'll let me find it. Where are you? Where's your emote? God damn it. There. Aha! There it is. Weeb has an emote. It looks like Weeb. I think Prince is mostly just like just annoyed that I'm talking to someone that isn't her for this long. Baby. Okay. You gonna go sleep? Yeah? You gonna be cute? Is that your belly? Oh, that is your belly. I know, you're a sweet girl. Alright. Good night. Good night, darling. It me. It you. Yeah, I don't know. It takes a while for the emotes to get approved. Like, my little teacup took forever. When will the hands come home from the war? I keep hoping that that emote is going to be super cursed, Weeb. I'm going to be very disappointed if it's not. I need more curse emotes to be able to call upon. Weeks. Oh, that's wild. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Okay, good. That's a good curse emote. I will throw it at people who have no idea what it is with reckless abandon. I use emotes to be a menace. That's why Steph's emotes are so good. They let me be a little gremlin. Wherever I go. Ooh. It's like a wizard weeb. Stream the tongue so I could get instant itchability. ASAP. God, it's so powerful. I love that. I wonder if mine took a while because they were just like, what is that? I'm like, it's this. It's this cup. Oh my god. I'm just trying to imagine that little, like, furry creature doing a hams, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Man. That would certainly be cursed. You would have to make that pop up anytime anybody threw bits at you. Just have that one pop. Quiet rain. Yeah, they are. Yeah, until they become a problem, I'm letting them be allowed. So I'm hoping that I never have to, like, go in and adjust those settings again. As long as everyone behaves. As long as Weave isn't here ready to ruin it for everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, links are totally allowed. So dumb. So dumb. Yeah, trust me, you won't succeed in that, Weeb. It's okay. But you don't have to try. That is very good, and you should definitely make it into an emo. Or definitely whenever anyone is trying to bully hype train you. You should drop that image to remind them who they're giving money to. Free cheeks. good. Do it. Do it, Weeb. That's excellent. That's excellent and good. It's such a stupid drawing. I love it so much. Every time someone compliments you, like, why are you so mean to me? Still, stop the whole last stream to stand in a shower corner. Oh, really? When did you start using that one already? You should put the TumblerCon ball pit in there with you, if you haven't already. Just lingering in the background. It's really good. No, never mind. This is better. This is better than what I was thinking. I like just the little reclining fuzz dude on the side of that sign. Oh my god, I love the air fryer image so much though. The air fryer image is so good and so cursed. I don't know what it would be in response to. But I also don't know anything that it couldn't be a response to. Like, it could be quite flexible. Just like a real air fryer. No, you shouldn't either. It's perfect. It's perfect exactly the way it is. It never needs to change. It's true. Sorry, I'm just imagining, like, while you were going through some of the more emotional scenes with Date with Death, of just going like, and now for a tangent to the air fryer. Like, seems like a lot of people are crying right now. You know what those tears would be good for? Some chicken nuggets in the air fryer. Lazarus is in that air fryer. Like any good corporation. Every punishment is a reward, and every reward is a punishment. It truly is a corporate hell after all. The Weeb, I know exactly what you meant, but I've been reading too much fanfic again, and I couldn't read those words without, like, immediately, like, just wincing. Yeah, no. Oh, okay. I see. I don't even like Omegaverse stuff. It is sometimes really amusing to read, though. And sometimes there are really good writers I like that, like, try it out, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it. But the dialogue, it's just, the dialogue is it's so bad. Like, even from authors I really like, it's just like, I can't take this dialogue seriously. Yeah, Omegaverse really breached containment. Like, it's just a thing that a lot of people know now. I have yet to encounter an author, even the ones I super, super love, be able to, like, make me see somebody say the words like, oh, alpha, and, like, not make me start crack up laughing right away. I have tried to give it a fair shake because I'm like, I don't want to just diss a thing I don't understand. Right? Like, I wanna understand this thing and not just go like, oh, it's weird and I don't know it, so I'm gonna be a butt about it. Like, no. I wanna understand it. And I understand it enough to know it's not for me. But also... Man, the dialogue is so rough. The dialogue is just so rough. Like, I'm trying to take you seriously, Vic. Why aren't you helping me? One of these days, somebody's gonna write one that I really like, and it's gonna be like when I found the wolf puppy, and just be like, uh-huh. And oh no. This is a thing now. Yeah, like, it's definitely existed for a long time, and then I think, like, Vice covered it. Somebody covered it. Oh no, I think, or Lindsay Ellis did a video on it. Somebody was telling, it's a very powerful SCP. It is. Sometimes people do, like, interesting gender stuff with it, which is interesting. But then again, like, people do interesting gender stuff with just not that. And so it's just like, well, I don't need this to be a vehicle into interesting gender stuff. I'm just really trying to be kind to this thing. Weeb, you joke, but honestly, probably give it like 5 months, if even that, and it's probably gonna exist. There's, like, when I say it's upsetting how much of the Hannibal fanfics I've read, it's because that fandom is actively growing the amount of Hannibal fanfics that there are every single day. For me to say that I've read like 33% of them is frightening. It's very frightening. Lips here. Nobody writes fic like that way. You're making me go into nasal voice. If Puppy ever utters the word alpha or omega, I might actually die. Steph, it's too late. Like, they've already done it. They already took him. I was just like, what fanfics are being written about Lycon? Oh, of course. Of course. Weeb, you get back here! You get your big furry butt out back here. Or have a good time ending your workday. I don't know. No. Then run faster. Oh, if he said it officially, yeah, I would have to yeet my computer out onto the street, and I live on the 6th floor. Just pushing Weeb's nose into it. Look at what you do. Okay. See you later, Weeb. Thank you for hanging out and for making me laugh. Bye-bye, Weeb. Bye, Weeb. Don't worry, Steph. We'll get him one day. We know where he streams. Bye, Weeb. They can only run for so long. Yeah, if they, like, even if it's, like, not that in context, but they just make him say those words, I will be very upset. But I don't know, considering all the stuff that they've made the Wolf Butler say already, like, I feel like it's any day now. Any day now that Butler is gonna end us utterly. I'll just see Twitter screaming all of a sudden and I'll know that the day has come. Oh, I hate that color on there. No, what did I do? What did I do? No, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Ugh. That's terrible. Yikes. Yikes. Take that out of there. Hi, Alan. We paintin', Alan. We paintin'. How are you? I feel like when they bring back that one character that we saw at the end of his agent story, I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna happen. We're just gonna have to be prepared. Or be prepared to, like, spontaneously combust. So, you know, put together your last will and testament whenever you see that banner go up. Because that's definitely a character that they'll put on a banner someday. Oh, yay! I hope you're having a nice vacation. Get my appetite. I'll send black dahlias to your funeral. if I'm not dead myself. The neurodivergent spicy dynamic duo. Neurodivergent spicy dynamic duo. I can't do the notes of that song. It's very difficult for me. It's like at a pitch that's difficult. But hell yeah. You know he did something, because he has only half of his leggies left. And he had... I wonder how many scars he has. Ooh, we haven't had a chance to see the full amount of scars that he has. I kind of want him to be super messed up like Vash the Stampede. Like, just like so many scars that's just like, it has to be like plate bolted together underneath all of the butler layers. I want that puppy to be messed up underneath all of those long layers. Oh, I messed up that eye. Frick. Okay. I might have to redo these eyes. I didn't know how to go about them. And I was like, well, let me just dive into it and try it. Which is good. I have to try some things, and there's like some things that are working and some things I'm like, ugh. And now I'm just kind of like overpainting them a little bit too much, and I should just like wait for it to dry and try again. Because at least with acrylics, like I can just paint over all of the stuff that isn't making me happy. But I can't help myself, so I'm gonna futz a little bit in some of the things that I do think is kind of working. But I will put it in mind to do like a full fixing of this stuff some other time. I might just repaint all of them. And just look up some like really funky eyes in the meantime. Yeah, like was it... No, Steph, like these are the same brainworms that keep me up at night. Like, was it part of how he lost his legs and his eyes? Was that part of the betrayal? Was that something else that he did? Did something else happen? Did he get betrayed? And like the person is saying like, oh, you're the traitor, but it's really like their relationship was so toxic that it was Lycon that got betrayed and he got out, and then the person was like, how dare you not just take everything that I give to you, including all of my horror and awfulness. Yeah, funky eyes. But not the right chord of funky. And I don't know how to explain it, which also means that I don't know exactly how I want to solve the funky eyes yet. Because I started doing them, right? Like, so this guy, well, unless I get like really used to him not having pupils, but I do have plans for like pupils in this. And like actually rendering the eye the rest of the way. I just haven't done it yet because I'm saving it to last as like a little treat. But it's a little easier for these big ones because these big ones have so much space to kind of like mess around and make a funky eye still read as an eye. And the smaller ones, have less room to read his eyes. And yeah, like I still want them to be super funky. I don't want them to be like regular looking eyes, just to be more easily read as eyes. But I need to futz with them a little bit more. I have some ideas of things to look at for reference and for like inspiration. So I'm not disappointed. It'll be a fun problem to solve. I just definitely don't have the answer right now. Yeah. Of just like, I know what I want to do, I just don't know how to get there quite yet. I think I can get there. I just need to figure it out. Like, that's the fun thing about art. It's the problem solving of like, well, I want to do X, Y, and Z. But my hand is dumb and only knows how to do W, so how do I make it do X, Y, and Z? God, there has to be. Well, there already is, like, definitely fan art of, like, Wise ripping open the butler shirt. Which is fantastic. There's so much fan art of Lycon and Wise. It's fantastic and good. And yeah, I just want him covered in scars. I want that to be the reason why he has, like, so many layers on, even though it seems to be like almost a hindrance to him to have so many layers on. Like the shirt sleeves don't really make sense for like what's going on in there and stuff like that, and like I kind of want that to be intentional, that he's intentionally hiding a bunch of scars that he has. Like what if his eye is like super like it's not just like, oh, the eye is missing, but it's just like a giant scar on that side of his face. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. I would go absolutely feral if there was a scarred up puppy. With his cravat, yeah. Yeah, maybe the cravat's just hiding a scar. Please. Please, please, Mihoyo, please. Please give us fucked up puppy. I mean, they're already saying, like, oh, he has a dark past, so, like, make it darker, though. Okay. I was hoping to hit, like, 3 hours tonight instead of my usual 4. Because I have had the stress. But this was fun, and this helped a lot. And this was fun. Good people come in my streams and makes it fun. Yeah, right? Steph, didn't you take enough screenshots to just like go through and catalog every inch of skin they've ever showed of the dog? I feel like every time you have them on screen, there's just like the camera comes out like immediately and like a photo. Yeah. I need to head out. But thank you for hanging out. No. I mean, it was distracting, like, to be fair. There was a lot going on in there. Two in trance, exactly. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, today was fun. I'll be streaming again tomorrow with a new puzzle. And... oh, come on. No. Ah. No, ads. Ads, no. Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna end stream even though I think people are stuck in ad hell. But thank you, everybody. All right, have a good night. Take care.